7 ways to improve your life as a man. Let's talk about it. First things first, get your ass in the gym. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm not trying to be weird. I'm just saying this because it's the fact. Going to the gym does so much for you. Like, first things first, your physical health. Like, for the past 5 years, I've run a marathon, I've competed in powerlifting competitions, I jump higher, I dunk, I run faster, I play football. It does so much for you and it makes you a lot more healthier as well. It improves your self-confidence. I think there's a saying that goes, when you look good, you actually feel good. I mean, it's a bit cliche, but it is what it is. But it is true. I mean, look at me 5 years ago and look at me now. Like, the difference is just insane. I think going to the gym really does help to improve your self-confidence. I have a gym routine that I filmed 3 years ago. It's either going to be here or on this side. Just click it, check it out, see if it works for you and try it. And even if you don't go to the gym, just doing something physical at least 2-3 times a week would do so much benefits for you in the long run. Number 2, hygiene and skincare. If you are only using bar soap or only water to wash your face in 2024, what are you doing? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, I don't get it. Like, what are you doing? I think in the past, there was so much stigma behind doing skincare that you were seen as less manly or less masculine if you did. But hey, I think it's a different time. All that is in the past now. And I think it's really important for men to start having a skincare. And the thing is, it's not even that hard. Like, first things first, there are 3 things that you need. You need a face wash, a face scrub, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen. That's 4, but you get the point. A face wash, you can use it twice a day. In the morning, when you wake up, and at night before you go to bed. A face scrub, use that 2 or 3 times a week to remove all the extra dirt the face wash can't remove. And thirdly, just get a moisturizer and sunscreen because it helps protect your face from aging, from the sun rays, and just makes you look a lot more clean and fresh. And it goes without saying, please take showers. Like, I think that's common, right? Don't go out there not taking showers. Like, bruv, please take showers at least once a day. I take mine twice a day, even sometimes more, 2-3 times. But please take showers at least once a day. Number 3, your nutrition. Now, I think this is the most important thing to do on this list. And it goes without saying, you are what you eat. If you eat trashy food, I mean, you're pretty much a trashy person. Nah, I'm kidding. You get the point. If you eat a lot of bad food, it's going to have an adverse impact on your health. And if you eat good food, it's going to benefit you in a better way. I see it as a spectrum. You know, I think on this side, you have the bad foods. And on that side, you have the good foods. So you don't want to eat too much of the bad foods and the good foods, right? You want to have a nice middle point. So I have a meal prep plan that I follow. You can check it out in the description below. But sometimes on a Friday, if I feel like it, I just get a burger, I get a pizza. Thing is, I do it in moderation. You know, I don't eat clean all the time. I don't eat dirty all the time. I have a good balance. So just do whatever works for you. I think for me, what works for me is, eating less fats, less carbs, and more protein. And so far for the past 5 years, it has worked for me. And it goes without saying, your nutrition has lots of benefits for you. For your health, for your skin, for how you feel, your brain functions. Like, all these things is very, very important. So please keep an eye out on your nutrition. Speaking about food, I think the next one on the list is very, very important, but also very underrated to an extent as well. And it is sleep. I think sleep is one of those things that people overlook so much, because just imagine, right? You go into the gym, your hygiene is great, food and nutrition is great, but then you're sleeping 2 hours a night. Like, what are you doing? Like, everything you've worked for is pretty much for nothing now because you're not getting enough sleep for your body to recover and regenerate. For me, sleeping around 6 to 8 hours a night works. Some people a bit more, some people 5 hours. I mean, I've heard 4 hours, but I don't think sleeping on 4 hours really works for everyone. Based on science and based on studies, sleeping 6 to 8 hours a night, it should be optimal for most people. And there are some ways to improve your sleep. One, using a soft pillow really helps. Using a soft mattress helps too. Sleeping in a cool environment. And finally, I think one thing that might help you improve your sleep is listening to some ambient sounds. I think for me, I like listening to the sounds of rain. Like, once I put that on my Spotify account, I'm gone in like 10 minutes. Just find out what works for you. Like, check out some videos. I think there's an important podcast I watched a few years ago on sleep. You can check that out. I think I'm going to put it somewhere here on the link. Just check it out and see what works for you. Okay, so for the next 3 points, I want to get a little bit more serious because I think these 3 are very, very important for you to follow as a man. And the 5th point is you should have a solid group of male friends. I think in general, as men, we are just very, very competitive animals in nature. I think having male friends who are very competitive will bring the best out of you. Now, there is a healthy competition and there's a toxic competition. Healthy in the sense that it only elevates you and it helps you improve, not in a way that it brings you down and makes you feel bad. I love playing basketball, my friends, with my boys, because whenever I'm on the court, it brings the best out of me. Because they were trash talking in a good way, obviously. It makes me play to my best. It makes me improve my skills. And I love having people around me who work, who are smart, who have a purpose, who have a vision. You don't have to have like 5 or 6 or 7. Just have 2 or 3 solid guys who are very focused and they have a vision and you can see them working. And I think that would also elevate your game to the next level. Number 6, learn a skill. Learn a skill in the sense that you're providing value for people. You look at the likes of, the Jeff Bezoses or the Elon Musks of of the world, the Bill Gates of the world, the Mark Zuckerbergs, like these are guys that are providing value for people. They've created products that people actually use. A lot of people in the world use Amazon as their online shopping center. If you want to look for an electric car, Tesla's going to be on your list for sure. So I think just having a skill that provides value for people, it's an endless stream of income because it would always line up to get things from you. Now, you don't have to be the best of the best. You don't have to be Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos. Just be good at what you do. And trust me, it will bring you income. I think for me, so far as a student, because I'm still studying, I've always been interested in cameras. And so far, I've worked for my university's social media account. I've worked as a freelancer, videographer, video editing, because that's what I'm good at. And it has made me some decent money as a student. So I think having something of value that you can offer to people is always great. And I think in the long run, it will provide you with some side income streams next to your main job, or even it could be your main job. So I think having a value, having a skill is very important. Number 7, the final point. Now, I think this is the most important thing you can do as a man or as a person in general, a human. And it goes without saying that you can do every single thing I've mentioned in the past 6 points. But if you don't do this final one, you'd always feel that a bit of emptiness inside you. You'd always feel something is lacking inside you. And I know a lot of people who are going through this today. So number 7 is living a life called by God. Now, I know a lot of people are going to quit this video at this point and say, oh, he's about to preach, blah, 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 Christian, blah, blah, blah. But just hear me out, okay? Now, I know a lot of people out there who have every single thing you can imagine. They have the cars, the money, the houses. They have every single thing you can imagine, but they always feel empty inside. They always feel like, damn, there's something that I am lacking. You know why? Because there is a hole inside you that nothing in this world can fill. And the only thing that can fill that hole is God. Once you have God in your life, it gives you a sense of purpose. It gives you a sense of belonging, and it gives you an identity, because you are a creation that was made by God. You were put on this planet to praise and glorify the name of God. Whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, or whether you're in Buddhism or whatever it is, just having that sense of belonging into religion, I think it's very, very important. It makes you a better person. Of course, you're going to have some hardships, but the thing is, it gives you hope because you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So this is the most important thing you can do as a man. Maybe I should have made this point the first point of this video, but I think it goes without saying that it's very important. And I think I've benefited a lot from dedicating my life to God over the past 2 years, because I've done seen hard stuff. I've seen hard things, and it's not been easy. It's not been like a straight upward trajectory. It's been ups and downs, but I'd rather be in this up and downs than be the ups and downs without God. Just think about it for a second, and I hope you enjoy. Hope you have a great time. Thank you if you made it this far, and God bless you. Love always. Peace.